Okay, so now, now I'll be going on the roof for this inspection video. All right, so first and foremost, this is a 40-year roof. I can just tell by pretty much just by how thick the shingles are. This is 2006 over there. This is actually the addition model. That is the rich test roof is actually older over there. So I'm gonna go over some things here. Like I said before, when you have copper gutters, there's a reason why. Well, one, they're very expensive. You don't really see them anymore. Once you get water, also you get oxidation too on the inside, which leads to chances of leaks as well. So, like I said before, I don't see any evidence of leaks now, but I would recommend eventually replacing these with brown vinyl gutters. I see over there, actually that house over there, I can see right now has vinyl gutters. So that would be the best bet. Vinyl's not going to rust. And it would definitely handle the elements a lot more. So a lot of this stuff too, a couple of things here is the plumber actually cut these. It's not a huge issue, I just wanted to point out. The plumbing vents have been cut too short. They're supposed to be actually minimum 6 inches high, these vents. You got a ridge vent over here, so you got 2-point ventilation. Actually, what it is you actually have a lot of attic. You have open space, so the ridge vent is actually in an area where you have a vaulted ceiling as well. So let's keep continuing here. This is your skylights here. A couple of them are cracked or show some sign of delamination on the inside. Usually what it is a felt, and then the sun kind of just beats on it. But there's a cracked one. I would also recommend too, this area, this roofing actually, these asphalt rolls have a 15-year life, where this dimensional roof is a 40-year life. Some have a 30-year life dimensional, but this is a 40-year roof. So you are gonna have to re-seam and torch down these seams, especially right here on these seam points, and then actually I would definitely look at that pretty soon. Luckily, there's usually a lot of times you'll see where they don't flash correctly, but they did flash right here where they go past the fascia member. I'm on video. All right, so let's keep going around here on the roof. Step flashing here, obviously, which is very standard. Actually, looks almost like they've added step flashing to. Yes, so actually pretty cool. So this is the actual flashing under here, and the actual installer added these step flashing around it for extra protection for water protrusion going on the inside of your home. So that is actually added. So you don't really see that often because a lot of these skylights have their own flashing. So it looks like they just did the step flash just to kind of add more to it for protection. All right, over here again. So you're only pointed. So it's 1-point ventilation because it is vaulted ceilings on the inside. There's no attic access. So this is very standard to have. Actually, you don't even need ventilation. So that's actually a pretty good thing they did that where they actually ridge vented it, just to have a little bit of ventilation in there. Okay, we have cracked glass right here on this skylight. And again, let's do this. I would recommend the same thing again. Retorch these seams. I would say the next couple of years, you probably should be thinking about getting new gutters. Because it goes quick. Once you start seeing them really going, it starts to really go. Pretty good feature here that they actually kept the fascia off the ground, off the roof shingles quite a bit. A lot of times I would see where it's literally touching, and then you see rotting on the fascia and the soffit board, which they kept off the ground quite a bit. I believe, let me see, do you have full wrapped around fascia? You do have, I think you believe have full wrapped around fascia, to double check. which is actually good as it keeps everything together, more together. So these are obviously PVC lines that they spray painted black. So instead of running ABS lines, they run PVC lines. So that's kind of different. There's nothing wrong with that. But here is your original plumbing vents. So these are the copper, and then that's ABS actually. ABS caps, and then this is where we transition to the older roof. So this roof's got about 10 years left on it. That one's got about 25 years, like I said. And then when we talk about the flat roof part, I want to explain a little bit what's going on here and what needs to be addressed about this. Usually if this was like a breezeway, I wouldn't be so concerned, but when you have a flat roof like this, you want to be able to have no problems where water is literally standing. So with something like this, or water sitting there and puddling, you get issues like this, which is actually destroying the flashing right there. And I don't feel any moisture damage on the roof sheathing itself, but what needs to happen is they need to mound up a roof. They need to torch down and mound up an area where the water can get to the gutters. Usually in these situations, you have a scupper drain. So either way, water is going to be hitting down this, and it's going to puddle right here. But you see, water can get in there. So this needs to get retorched. We're going to go this way now. Again, I was mentioning about the step flashing there, how that was added. So, which is pretty good to see. Chimney needs to get reflashed. We do have a little bit of damage here on the ridge points, but I think a lot of this stuff is easy to fix. This is actually no ridge vent on this one, because we actually, yeah, there is no ridge vent on this, but there is ridge vent on the other side. Let's go over here and explain the chimney situation. So we're gonna have to get this reflashed. It's just showing openings everywhere. Look right here, down there. Like I mentioned, I'm gonna mention the report when it comes to mounting up that flat roof section. I would recommend having them also look at this and reflashing the chimney. And that is it for the exterior inspection video. Now I'm gonna go check the crawl space, and then we'll be out of here. Thank you.